dealt with him last session after being attacked by the undercover evil guard in the city of Arcturus. The group swiftly dealt with him, or so they thought, and some of the other undead around the town. As they set fire to some of the buildings to clear them out of the monstrosities, an echoing explosion echoed from the chapel where they left some of the bodies to burn. And appears the guard had turned himself into some kind of undead monstrosity. After an epic fight with him, they felled him, only to be greeted by something that's probably far, far worse. Who the group proceeded to attack. And that's where we're going to kick things off. So, Wimpy, you hit a couple of ones there.
Yeah. Rip bow.
So yeah, as you start drawing it out, your some of the ichor from the guy you fought last time had splashed on there, and the strings, your bowstring didn't like it as it snapped as you start to draw it back.
God damn it! It's a magical item. It shouldn't be able to break. Oh, fuck it.
There's the monster man. But on the other side, Victor, that firebolt you shot. Let me check to see if that hits.
Can't wait for this fellow just say, just go out, start his villain's monologue, and he gets a firebolt to the face. It's like, ow, God, dude.
Yeah,
rude.
that will hit him at least. So roll for damage.
Stop.
Yeah, no, I failed to enough thing. 15 fire damage.
Okay. As he kind of takes the firebolt to his face. Anyone else want to do anything? Skull or Andaris?
I believe Andaris was frozen midair with roundabout playing, and the be continued arrow.
Okay.
with a sword leap.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone's it's like we did freeze frame there for a second before striking.
Yeah, if you guys want to roll to hit, see what happens.
Alright, I'll say he was frozen midair right about here, and a week later he lands. Cool.
Do we need to roll initiative first?
No.
Or are we just kind of playing it by ear?
You kind of just... He wasn't expecting you to attack him, honestly.
13.
Sorry.
Seriously, rude guys. Who just does that? Gosh.
Or what'd you say your attack was, Andaris? You kind of got a little quiet there.
13.
13. Basically, he's... After getting hit with the firebolt, he kind of sidesteps your attack.
Move up and strike out with the great axe. Seven.
Okay, that'll hit.
6. Six slashing.
Okay, yep. So he kind of, like, cricks his neck. Ugh, why did I even bother? Everyone needs to make a... just a second here. What is this against? Wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, those are my favorite. I mean, my actual favorite. Well, that me. Oh god, why? 16.
8.
And what did you get, Andaris? I didn't hear what you said.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay, so both, well, Wimpy, you saved, but both, Victor and, Skull, you are both paralyzed.
Good. Paralyzed. That's wonderful.
Well,
Is he kind of, ooh, a little more fighting you than I thought. Now, put your weapons down. I just want to talk to you for a bit, if you'd be so kind.
And
Question, do you have any weapons equipped, Victor?
well, he had his axe equipped, and he had his main battle axe, so I guess that's on the floor.
Was that a spell he used?
Yes it was.
Okay, then, even if I hadn't rolled the frickin' nat 20, I would have had advantage on the save, and Mage Slayer. When a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Hell, you're welcome to still do that if you want.
Yes, let's piss him off even more. Excellent idea.
But I'm asking, which weapon did you have equipped, Victor, so I know?
The battle axe.
Battle axe, okay. And did you have that other sword out in any capacity?
No, he sheathed that immediately as soon as certain somebody blabbed, "Why did you just kill me with the magical super special sword?" Like, oh, well, no, that's how. Now that you put it that way, Victor's a lot of things, but he is not tone deaf to every context clue.
So,
So that's still behind his back.
he's looking at, you, most important, Enderis, because he knows the spell didn't hit you.
Yeah, well, if it's any consolation, neither did either of my attacks.
So did you actually swing at him again?
Yes. Critical whiff. I mean, not a nat 1, but I rolled like a frickin' 3, so... If the last one didn't hit him, this one definitely didn't.
So I know you guys have been working for your so-called emperor, as he kind of does the hand quotes thing. Why do you serve that man?
they serve him well. Oh,
I'm assuming Victor's paralyzed from the neck down, correct?
Now let me just check something here, quick.
If it's hold person, you're just stuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I just want to make sure that can I speak while hold person's in place.
This says is incapacitated and can't move or speak, so no, you can't.
So
Because
So
this would
Victor
just be
just-
directed at Eric and Andaris. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. I need to use this one. As he's kind of walking around Mountain Blood as he's saying it.
and I'm wishing I could do something, but obviously I can't because I'm paralyzed.
Well... It's... something to do, I suppose.
He looks over at you, Eric, like he's expecting a response.
Well, Eric's not gonna play anything to his ego. Fuck him. Eric's gonna be silent.
Cat got your tongue, I see.
Eric's not even gonna respond. He's not gonna give him the time of day.
Just doing the full-on like, oh, what's over here?
As he walks up to, Victor and just looks at you. So. You managed to kill one of my better minions. He kind of walks over to the kind of decaying corpse of the one guy. Not many people can take one of these out, even if a group. I applaud you for that. Shame I had to lose them. But there are always more minions. So, do you seek fame, glory?
Yeah. Victor just mumbles because he can't speak.
I, for my part, seek peace.
Ah, yes. Now that I recall, Xanatha mentioned you, my good elf friend. You were instrumental in the ascension of one of my other allies.
Good for her.
Easy to pin a death on someone when they're still alive and not have some people go searching for them. So, you've been... I know it wasn't always you, Mr. Catman, your drow friend. Noctis has been having a pain in his side for a while, but you've disrupted a few of my plans. I know the people around here, that one was almost done anyways, so... So I came to offer you. You're welcome to come join me. I'd give you eternal life. Don't have to deal with the thought of dying. Don't have to listen to the deal with the All-Father's way of him doing things with your souls and all that. Never have to worry about that and all. Just join me.
Eric's giving him nothing.
I must politely decline.
If I could say anything, it'd be like I'd join you in hell.
Well, I guess as he's kind of walking away, as he's saying this, a couple of you kind of can't say anything. As he kind of snaps his fingers, you're not paralyzed anymore.
Oh, jeez. Need to, need to think a little bit more before doing something that dumb. So, what's the question again? Sorry, too busy trying to flip you off.
You got spunk, I'll give you that. I could use good subordinates like you. You're capable. And you won't have to die. Simple as that.
Victor just glares.
Alright, what was that?
Victor just continues to glare at this guy.
Stop hitting other dice and not get landing right. He loses to you. Huh. Why are you using the... What's with the sword you're not using there, tiefling boy?
Not in the mood.
Well... I guess I'm feeling kind of generous today. If you just don't attack my army, I'll let you live. Just have fun with that sword, okay? As he kind of... That same kind of ichor pool appears below him as he disappears into it.
I was about to ask, like, how do we know if it's your army or not?
Okay, I'll let you say that. The undead army over there. Yeah. That you've seen coming. As he kind of disappears in the pool as he's gone.
Well. Well.
I'm feeling pretty rough myself. I think I'd rather just skip this battle round.
Yeah, I'd have to give it to you. I think let's get the hell out of here.
As you see the innkeeper kind of come out of the thing. Is it safe to get out of here now? As the old man's kind of trailing behind her.
Actually, before we continue, can I actually make a quick insight check? I know it's late, to make sure that the person we talked to was going to follow through on those words, and as long as we leave his army alone and don't strike, we will they'll leave us alone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just want to make sure he's being honest about that. A good old fat 8.
You seemed that was aimed more at you than the rest of the group, from what you could tell.
But otherwise, yeah, if he wanted to just come over here and kill us, he didn't necessarily need to do this whole song and dance. So there's just assume just gonna turn back to the innkeeper and the what was it you say who was the other person?
Some older gentleman. You remember seeing him here the last time you were in town.
Oh yes, to the innkeeper, gentleman. I don't think he's going to. I don't think our guest is going to try anything, as long as we don't. It's safe as can be.
As some of the buildings start, some of the walls start collapsing in on the houses you were by.
Yeah, I think we should just take everyone and go now.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother checking the horses. They're probably gone. But so Victor's gonna turn back to Eric, who's been awfully quiet through all this. Hey, Eric, you want to use some of those tracker skills and help us keep away? As he thumbs over to the undead army out in the woods, away from all that.
They're heading toward the capital. As long as we don't head in that direction, we will be okay.
I get that, but I'm saying, what's the quickest way to the other country?
Eric looks at you, Victor. The sword he was talking about. What's it do?
Well, I'm entirely certain, but I did run across something while I was back at the Capitol Library. Rather we talk about this on the way out of here.
No, talk about it now if we could. But this place is safe for now, as long as we don't head toward the army, according to whatever that thing was.
But we still got people here. We have innocents that also need to make sure we have protection over, so be away from the fire.
I'm just saying,
we're not surrounded by that fire anymore.
Yeah, I was just saying we could do a walk and talk and make plans. Just saying. But if you want to do this now, all right. So back at the Capitol, when we were in the library, I ran across something since neither Andreas nor the one of the head mages at the college could tell me what exactly this sword was. So he's going to loosen and hold in his hands. I ran across a book that was saying something about, I was talking about chaos.
Chaos.
Yes, that chaos.
I hate chaos.
Give me a religion check, everyone, that when he says that.
Yeah.
Reluctant. 16.
Gull, you gonna do a check?
Yep, I just clicked on the wrong character sheet. So.
Ah.
And solid 10.
Yeah, both Eric and Skull remember hearing that's one of the name of one of the gods. It's kind of a little not one of the more worshipped ones. And Darius, you know him to be a little more of one of the... He doesn't follow any kind of like normal way of thinking. He just does stuff whatever he thinks is fun.
Ah, yes, the scripture of lol random.
Pretty much.
So apparently,
You clicked the wrong character sheet while making a religion check, and somewhere out there, Feywolf just stopped and tilted his head, pondering.
As he's fighting something right now, because right now they're in one of the other cities that's being attacked, so that's the next side story if we do it.
oh joy.
Yeah, I accidentally selected my alternate character, so...
So yeah, if I'm free to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So you know Chaos is the brother of the god Solaire, right? Well, Chaos apparently, like just like Solaire has his super special, wonderful blade of dawn or whatever it's called. Chaos has his own blade associated with him. And given the fact that Chaos likes to delve into people's dreams to mess with people, and all the dreams I've been having lately, they've just not been making any sense. I'm assuming this is what this sword might be.
Not to interject or anything, but would it help that I'm of chaotic neutral alignment with this?
No.
Damn, but I would
Which
ask.
honestly would have no idea.
Albeit he is the chaotic neutral god, so kind of.
It would definitely be a lot more agreeable than with me, but that's not my point.
Thought I would ask, so...
So, long story short, sword's less cursed, more unholy. But it's not necessarily chaos is not truly evil either.
Yeah, he's not an evil god. You would have known that. He just
likes causing mayhem.
Mayhem and tomfoolery.
So given that, I thought, okay, it might be a little safe to use, right up until Mr. As he points at the former guard captain, to Mr. Awesome Self over here wanted to be shanked through the center with that sword. I thought I had second thoughts. I've been having them since. Either way, I want to get this thing as far away from the other gentleman as quickly and as expediently as possible.
As you're saying that, you hear footsteps approaching from the south.
We should probably keep moving.
Okay.
As you hear someone, "Oh, thank God you guys are okay." "Oh, what's the?" As she's kind of breathing heavy. What's the report? It's the Julia from your brigade.
Victor, we'll do a tired but a strict salute, like at Astra, you know that. Uh,
Not
well,
needed, soldier. Sorry, it's not needed right now.
that's
The
good. Well,
salute.
Stas, Snafu, everything is, well, gestures to the undead.
Yeah. Everything's undead and on fire. Capital's under siege. Situation foobar, ma'am.
110% Fubar.
Yes, we've heard reports that there is, and it's not under siege yet, but there is an army on the way there. We are supposed to, if you were done here, we need you to, meet with them at the rendezvous point that's a little bit south of here, towards the capital. Does anybody need healing?
I could. I'm about half health right now.
You're fine. I tend, attend to civilians and anybody else who needs it. Actually, I would like to have a word with my men for giving just a moment. So, Victor would gesture for Eric, Anders, and Mount Blood to for like basically a quick huddle.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
So I know this is asking a lot, given
Crap.
some of us are given some of us are enlisted, some of us are contracted, and some of us are force conscripted. So I'm not going to mince words. Is anybody here have any doubts about going through re-interviewing and going back towards the capital? I don't hold it against you.
It's where we need to be.
You get back 20 HP. There, Mountain Blood. She casts a couple thing of cure wounds on you.
Bar.
Anybody else need some healing?
Victor kind of adjusts at the scratch, like as long, if nobody else needs it, I'm taking it.
I'm good.
Well, those scratches and burn marks. Second wind is a hell of a drug.
You get back 14.
That's fine. Yeah, only needed the one. So,
How much HP were you actually down?
1 point because of the second healing. I just figured everybody else who needed to get healed up takes
okay.
it first.
Oh, then I'll only gain back 6. I'll just only do one of them.
No problem. So Victor's still waiting on an answer from Mountain Blood and Eric. Just like this has to be, you have to be either in or out. I need to know this right now.
What would be the outcome if we said no?
Then I would have. Honestly, again, I wouldn't hold it against you. You have full leave to walk away from this.
Like,
You would be enemies of the state again and be wanted and thrown in prison with no chance of escape this time.
But granted, considering what we're going up against, I'd rather not have people led around by the threat of forced imprisonment. Considering that, all things considered, ma'am, that prison may just go up into unholy flames. So that's why I want to make sure everyone has to be either fully in, or if they're out. I'll take full responsibility either way.
me personally, I'd rather be in. Just saying, but I can't be held responsible for any of my actions during battle.
That's not a problem. I just need some. As long as we just need some skulls smashed in. That's all we need.
I can do that.
My service may not have begun voluntarily, but this is a job worth doing.
Yeah. Victor will look back at Erica. How about you? I know you're. I know you,
I'm waiting for Mr. Timoji to answer a
Oh,
question.
yeah, she would be stationed in the Sagiete city to the west.
Okay. Eric just looks at Victor and just nods.
all right. Well, all right. I'm in. Oh, I'm already in this far. I
Oh.
want to see how the rest of this plays out. All right. Let's get down to work.
I have my axe. Let's go.
So, he'll get he'll give the thumbs up and say, "All right, we're ready to set forth. Let's double time it."
Okay, I'll deal with the civilians. You get over there, and she tells you, shows you on a map where to meet everyone. They're going to expect them to approach here, so meet there.
Victor will also will approach her and kind of whisper so most of the civilians don't hear. We also might have a problem with infiltrators. Victor will gesture back to this what remains of this guy over here. He used to be the guard captain here, and apparently he sold us out a long time ago.
Yes, that is unfortunate. He was we thought he was a good Legion post, but I will make sure that's noted this time. I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
I will see you tomorrow. As she salutes you and starts leading the civilians off.
Stay safe. It's we need people alive more than undead.
We're going. We don't need luck. Oh,
Oh, by the way, the Trader's Guard captain also falsified all of my reports, so I gotta deal with that too. Huzzah. God damn it, I gotta go deal with my brother again. Oh, fuck. Anyways, that's all I got. Unless anybody else has anything else to do.
oh, let's go.
So you guys start heading to where you're supposed to rendezvous?
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay, you kind of can hear the army that's there rumbling as you're walking, kind of skirting around the outskirts of it. But you're making better time than they are, because you're a smaller group, you can move a little bit faster than a full army. So after a couple of hours, you're probably, I'd say, half an hour ahead of the army before they reach that point. Once you get there, you see Captain Ingvar is there, as well as the other legate I should say, that you saw when you were about to leave. Yeah, what was that again? Yeah, it was the guys that you know was named Augustus.
Yep, I do have that written down. So, Victor would, of course, meet the gentleman, give him the salute, and at Astra.
Eter ad Astra.
Astra.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, it's good you see Ingvar. You made it good. I know your sending stones cut out there for a minute. There must have been some kind of something that was interfering with it, I would assume. It's good to see you survived. What's the report of the city? I know I sent Julia there to meet you. Did she rendezvous with you?
He did indeed. Had escorting civilians back. So, long story short, most of the city's on fire. Most of the towns on fire. Most of the inhabitants are dead or became undead. And we got to meet the general leading the undead army before he slapped us all aside.
he seems to like, even though he's wearing a mask, you can tell like he's taken aback by that. You what?
Apparently, so he gives the description of the man they met as best as he could. Apparently, he's the gentleman whose plans he's been disrupting rather heavily. At least he said as much.
Would be him. Like you can
So who is-
hear a tone of anger in his voice as he talks about this guy.
So, 20,000 gold question: who is this guy? And why is he so pissed off of the Emperor?
I don't know the full story of him. Apparently he's got a whole grudge against this entire empire. I don't know the full story. He's just, for the lack of better terms, he's a monster. Killing people with abandon, destroying things he doesn't feel that are worth keeping around. It's an affront to what most of the gods believe and all that. As far as we know, he's essentially immortal. He's heard stories of him being killed multiple times in the past. Yet he always seems to come back.
Other than that, just peachy.
Alls I know is that his name is Knock Meg. Let me write that in chat here quick. Do you have that?
Not me.
As far as I know, he follows the will of his god to toy with the other gods.
Live from the Nutmeg Tavern.
But why didn't he kill you? I heard he's not one to show mercy. So I know he doesn't show mercy.
But they would think back on a second about everything he said.
And everyone give me a perception check real quick, too.
Perception 12.
15.
On blood?
Oh my god,
Did we
he's
lose him?
dead.
I know he said he was having internet issues earlier today.
He's
still in
on
the group chat.
Yeah, I'm still here. I just have it muted every so often since there's an anime playing in the background.
Dead forever, and nothing could possibly bring him back. Oh, hey, Mount Blue.
So yeah, do a perception check.
Okay. Off the sheet. Throwing.
Okay, so Eric, Victor, and Darius, you notice that as as Ingvar is talking about this guy, his hand is just like clenched in anger. Like he probably might be drawing blood with his fingernails, digging into his hand. He's clenched so hard right now if he wasn't wearing, gloves.
Yeesh. Sounds personal.
It just might be.
I don't think I need insight check to turn from that one. Anywho, Victor will stop and think for a moment. Well, he did offer us a job opportunity, which we all turned down flatly. But then again, it might also do something with the fact that the moment he popped in, we all kind of lunged for him immediately. Said something about he could use more resourceful people.
Yeah, he
Other than
does.
that, I have no idea.
Yeah, I've heard he does. If people catch his eye, he will try to recruit them.
Oh, that reminds me. We did also kill one of his apparently one of his lieutenants. He was a guard captain back at the previous back from where we came from. Tried to stab me in the ribs.
Gaius?
Yes.
That would explain why we didn't get any reports about that city being attacked. And how many people survived?
Lifts two fingers up. Everything else, as far as we could tell, was various states of
Dwarven
dead.
farmer.
What was that, Eric?
A dwarven farmer also survived.
Oh, right, almost forgot.
Yeah. Was you're talking about what's his goodness, Iron Fist was his name, I'm assuming.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I know his son's in one of the other brigades. I know he lives around there.
He should be here. We sent him to the capital.
Hopefully he made it. I never crossed paths with him, but we didn't come the main road to get here. So I assume that's what he took.
I have to assume so. We kind of split up afterwards. Other than that,
So yeah, the Emperor told us to wait here for reinforcements. He just sent me and Augustus here, and there's a few other soldiers here and there. I know I sent Orga off to investigate to the side, do some scouting. Hopefully we hear back from him soon. Are you guys ready for what might be an insane, crazy fight here?
As ready as we'll ever be.
All right, let's go.
As you can kind of hear him taking a deep breath. The calm before the storm is always the worst.
What about the storm? Oh, right. I forgot that part.
As he takes out a water skin and takes a chug through his helmet. Well, best be ready, so plan accordingly as he goes to talk off with the Augustus.
Victor actually would pipe up. Have you heard anything back from the fleet yet? I know Mercurius was with the fleet at port when he and trying to reach out to me when he had lost contact with him.
Yeah, they've been reports that there is some incursion there, but from what last I've heard, they've kept most stuff at bay. As far as I know, everything's going okay down there. Some more Sahagins attacked from the ocean, and a few other things attacked from land. Stuff came out of the mountains and attacked Polaris to the north. I know Karlika's dealing with stuff out in the forest to the west, so I'm guessing this is all his doing. The other ones aren't as bad as this one, though. There was probably distractions, so he couldn't get reinforcements here. Who knows how long he's been planning and preparing for this attack?
Definitely sounds like he's stacked the deck against us.
Well, he's been around for roughly 1,000 years. He's got time to do things when he can, I guess.
Just so I'm clear, last time the Empire fought him, if he destroys his physical form, will the rest of his army crumble away, or is it just that's not how that works?
Well, he didn't have an army last time. Apparently, he was killed, so who knows?
So otherwise, we don't really have any good notes or advantage against them. It's just going to be another hard fought battle. Fantastic.
I don't know what the Emperor's thinking. He didn't send much out here. He's kept most of the forces back at the capital. He has to have some plan, right?
Victor just shrugs. That's a little above my pay grade.
Hell, it's almost above mine. Jeez.
So Victor kind of looking back to the rest of his company. Where do you need us?
Well, as soon as we see the army, we'll know then. Just get rest when you can.
No worries. That's actually the first thing on my mind. So Victor will stand up, looking like he's waiting to be dismissed.
Yeah, you're dismissed for now.
Guessing nobody else has anything else they want to tell Ingvar?
We got a city to protect here.
By the way, while everyone leaves with Victor, Victor is going to kind of quietly tell the rest, don't mention the sword. I don't know how many people we can trust at the moment.
Gotcha.
It's clearly Victor's kind of got spooked by guys being in the army this long and no one's picked up on it is unsettling. Otherwise, they're just gonna report whatever barracks available and get a long rest because he's gonna need it. I'm assuming everybody else will need it as well.
Yeah, for an army that's going to be here in like half an hour, sure, you'll get a long rest.
Alright, sure. I must have missed that. Short rest, whatever.
That's not even a short rest. That is literally, we have no time to do anything.
Oh, joy.
Except for Eric's just going to turn to you, Victor.
So he raises an eyebrow.
I gotta go.
You gotta go, like as in.
Carlika needs my help.
Actually, give me one second. I didn't quite hear that.
Carlika needs my help.
And she is back. What, at the capital?
No, she's in the forest, to the west.
How long do you think you'll be gone?
I think the better question is, how long do you think we are all going to live?
Fair point.
That's why I gotta go.
Well, like I said, honestly, it kind of gives like that was really like I'm not really much for heroics, but like you do what you got to do.
Yeah, kind of that situation in this where, hey, it might be the apocalypse for where we're at.
Oh no, Victor fully understands. Yeah, this is a very apocalyptic scenario. You do what you need to do, but he basically kind of like, if you can get back here and help, because I trust our odds a lot better than a lot of other people's. Do so. But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
seeing as though there's a Red Dragon King still in town, I'm assuming. That's why I need to go help. They might not have enough to do anything.
yeah. Again, this is one of those either you're in or you're out or kind of scenario. So I'll
Oh, I'm
I'll
in
cover
for
for you.
fighting. It's just
No, I wasn't
Arcturus
arguing that. I'm just saying I will cover for you.
hearing about Carlika having to deal with this. I need to go help her.
You do. All right, take. Kind of let's just conspiratorially, like just make sure like none of the other officers here, like just get out as best you can and try not to draw a lot of attention.
Eric just looks at him, poof, disguises himself.
Fair enough.
Slaps on a big ridiculous mustache and walks right past.
No, he immediately makes himself look like a dog. They'll never
Yeah, that's
suspect
pretty
it.
inconspicuous.
Why does that dog smell like wet cat? I don't know, that's weird.
Barf, barf, barf.
That dog smells like tuna. That's weird.
What? You never seen it black and white before? But yeah. In that case, since we don't really have time to rest or recharge spells, they're just gonna go just sharpen.
Yeah, I don't think he can turn into a dog with that wimpy.
Well, he can kind of make his snout a little bit longer, or
I suppose that would work.
Less Catman, more Dogman.
He'd make himself look like an elf, is what he would do.
So are you leaving before this fight then, Wimpy?
Eric would be, most definitely. Solely because of his motivation of wanting to help his mentor and friend and confidant. Especially hearing that she may be in danger when the capital might fall and there's a whole bunch of stuff. He's gonna go help his friend as much as he can. He does not like leaving his other friends, but that's what he would do.
You see Ingvar walk up to you and look at you. Are you going to go help Carlika?
No better choice. We might not have a lot of time.
Well, you were only on loan to my unit, so you're dismissed to go help her.
Eric will salute, reach out his pawed hand, and go to shake it to Ingvar.
He reaches out and grabs it.
Good luck to all of
Good
you.
boy.
I wish you all the best. This is not... I don't like leaving, but my friend needs help.
Yes, I understand completely. It is your brigade, so go serve in it.
Eric will then just drop his disguise and be like, all right, I'm off. Good luck. Hope to see you on the other end.
Good luck, Eric.
Live long and prosper.
Don't die before I do.
Oh, I'll try and make that a good habit.
But it just gives a wide smirk. I'll be holding you to that. Maybe next time we'll get together, we'll have drinks.
Eric just looks at him and is like, oh, before I forget, he tosses over the alchemy jug.
Victor will grab it out of the air.
I'll hold on to that jug.
No, I'm gonna hang on to it for a quick minute. I need to have a drink anyway.
Eric
Ooh,
looks at everyone. Does
share.
anyone need a potion? Does anyone need a potion?
Yes. I used the last one trying to save a, a man who didn't want to be, so
Eric will
I'm
hand over one healing potion to you.
that's fine. That puts me back to where I was. I'm
He's
gonna.
got 2 in his inventory, so he'll give you one. He's like, I might need the other for emergency.
No, that's fine. That's why. The big tough fighter guy does no regular healing, and the only one with any healing is leaving. So, not gonna say no.
And Eric will go out and just sprint as fast as he can. He's going to look for a horse or something that will go faster.
Cat person. Word silence.
Okay, I guess Mountain Blood and Darius, you have anything you want to do right now?
Oh, let's just keep trudging forward.
I mean,
Get her done.
if there were a rope dangling somewhere with a sign beneath it that says "Pull here for free scimitar of speed," I'd pull it, but
Let's go.
metal or
Back in here.
Oh,
Gesundheit.
So as soon as Survivor gets back, we'll go on here then.
Alright. Moment of silence for our recently departed friend.
It is exactly what Eric would do.
Yep.
So here's his personality trait. I watch over my friends as if I'm watching over a litter of puppies. And it's like, my bonds, my family, clan, or tribe are the most important thing in my life, even when they are far away from me.
I know we
So-
talked about this, but I weren't expecting you to spring it on me right now.
Sorry, this is what you... It's just the perfect time.
Welcome back.
So I see we have a new person join the party. Hello, stranger. Who this?
And that's Udai Motumbo of Kenya.
Okay, so after a bit, you see the army approaching, and Ingvar goes, well, let's go greet our new friends, shall we? As he grabs his sword and starts walking off towards them.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, what was the rule again, Mr. TBG?
Holy
What
crap.
did I say it was?
Ones and twos.
Yeah, reroll 1s and 2s.
1s and 2s. Okay, hold on.
And you have you can turn 1 into an 18, so you have at least 1 18.
Okay. So then I only have to roll 5 times.
As you see Mr. Lich Man kind of leading the front of this. Oh, you didn't take me up on my offer. I guess someone's gotta die then, huh?
Frick you. Frick you.
As you see off on the side there. Oh, hi boys. As Xanatha's kind of standing over on that side of it.
Hi, Xantha. Okay. How you doing? Are you going to actually fight us now, or are you going to run away again?
If you fight me back, I guess I probably don't have a choice now. Boss is here, so...
Finger gestures all around to each and every one of the unliving beings.
I suppose this is better time than ever. Thanks for covering up that murder for me there, Mr. Elfman. You were a good scapegoat. Figuring that doesn't really matter, because you're not going to be around anymore to have to deal with it.
We shall see.
Holy crap, all of my rolls on this were amazing. I actually pulled out my real dice for this, so...
Send me pictures and a message on Discord so you can prove it.
Math
I
rocks
would
would
say
click
I would, but like I rolled a 6 in at least 1 6 every single time, so that's always nice.
As you kind of basically see the army just kind of raising the more skeleton, more mind to the undeads, kind of chanting and like clattering their teeth and cheering. Well, looks like my army gets to have a taste of blood. I get to have a few more additions to it before I hit the capital. My lucky day. Well, boys, as all of a sudden out of the sky, the Emperor just lands, kind of does like the 3-point landing with his sword drawn.
Superhero style.
Yep, pretty much.
It's really bad for your knees, you know?
Bad for the knees, bad for the fist.
What a day, what a day. Fancy seeing you here, ugly. Oh.
My, the tides have turned.
As he kind of starts
Well.
letting out a laugh.
It
Well,
isn't the consequences of my own actions.
I guess my prey has come to meet me, so I don't have to go the whole way. Awesome. Well, let's just make this easy. Die. Everyone can roll me an Arcana check.
Oh boy.
18.
Wow.
I got 10.
Those
26.
those entry level Arcana books have really helped.
He pulled Victor, he pulled some kind of magic there. You couldn't tell what. You said you got a 20, right, Andaris?
26.
26.
Jesus.
Yeah. Skull Smasher, you could tell that this spell was bad. Like, you could feel the magic from this one. Andaris, he just cast Power Word Kill. An insta-kill move on him.
This isn't good. This is not a good spell. I feel weird things right now.
Basically goes, oh, was that supposed to do something, Mr. King of the Undead? He looks kind of shocked, like the spell did nothing to him.
Good.
I know I did that right.
Your pronunciation is shit.
Well-
Womp. Guess you gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, as he takes out his sword, I was hoping never to have to use this ability, but let's have some fun, Mr. Let me make sure I'm blanking on his name. I'm dumb. Mr. Namek. As he kind of slashes his sword, like in the air where he is in, like, it can feel like a pulse as he does that. Let me double check this here.
Performs it like Lion-O from Thundercats.
You know, I'm saying the same thing. I'm absolutely hoping he does this like
As 4 tears in the sky appear above him, as 4 like glowing meteors just come shooting out of them and crash into his army. let's see how much damage this does now. Let's see. Okay then.
You just
A lot of ones.
I was thinking those were like maxed out. Oh,
As basically, let me just gotta roll. I'm gonna roll kind of some generic stuff here, as for a bunch of them. Okay, that's a big pile of fails. Big pile of fails. Well, she makes it. Yeah, he just basically cast Meteor Swarm. Everyone wants to give me an Arcana check on that as well.
Yes, I would.
Ooh,
oh
and
high
he
roll, high roll.
That's a fail.
24 with a nat 20.
And then he gets the nat 20.
Another 26. Rolled the exact same
9.
goddamn thing.
9. Damn it.
So, Victor, you remember your mother talking about magic when you were growing up. About, like, one of the most powerful spells that a mortal can learn is an ability that lets you summon meteors from the sky to basically light your enemies on, like, it'll change the landscape. But this one, it seemed different. It seemed like when those portals opened, they were, like, ripped open from the astral plane. So instead of fire, it did radiant damage. Skull Smasher, you just got this. This seemed like a cool spell. That was cool.
I wouldn't know how to do that.
Skylight's pretty.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
no. And Darius, you got pretty much the same thing, except since you're a little more familiar with magic, you knew that was Radiance of the Meteor Swarm, but instead of like usually they're fire based, this seemed to more be like radiant, that the sword seemed to pulse from that as it did it. As basically the entire army's dead.
That is one fancy pig sticker.
I wouldn't know how to do that spell.
Xanathan.
That would be cool.
Look who's on the wrong side. Wrong side of the meteor swarm.
As she seems to be standing behind the corpse of a zombie, as she took no damage from it.
Jesus.
She made her save.
Remember Operation Human Shield. Protect our tanks and planes, too.
As there's now 4 giant gaping holes in the ground, and just a bunch of corpses everywhere. It basically turns around going, what is... How? Yeah, you've never seen that before, have you? As he's kind of like... His face is kind of like singed from getting hit with the radiant damage. And he's like breathing heavily. No. All the years of planning and losing to some unknown. As he kind of like launches another giant fireball at him.
How, but also why, but also how.
That is gonna hit. Let me check here. How much damage he's gonna take.
What's going on? Hey, Daenerys, you have counterspell, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to counterspell this one, I'll tell you that right
Oh
now.
no, it's not that. I want Daenerys. We're just learning.
Wait.
We're just learning Daenerys to keep it trained on Xanatha.
Oh, wait, never. He actually doesn't yet. That was going to be the next spell he grabbed when he leveled up.
As the Emperor takes about 30 damage from that fireball, It's like, enough of your foolishness. Runs up to him, swings the sword, and holy shit, that's a nat 20. And after taking that massive damage he took from the fire, that radiant swarm, as I call it, gets his head cut off by the Emperor. And he starts, basically, his body just starts to like Thanos snaps, disintegrates into the air.
Decapitation. So yeah, Vader's keeping his eyes straight at Xantha. Oh no, you don't. He's gonna lob a fireball the moment she moves.
As she's slowly backing off. Well, this is a pickle. As she kind of
Pickle of a dilly.
slips her cape over her face and disappears in a puff of smoke.
Yes, like I said, Vader's gonna chuck a fireball the moment she tries to do that.
Okay, you
When
can
she tries to step away.
you can do it. I'll see if it hits.
I was gonna try and mind spike her before she could leave.
I don't think a 12 will hit.
That is unfortunately going to miss, but I'll let you do the mind spike.
Alright, wisdom save versus 16 for her, please.
And how does mind spike work again?
If they fail it, they take 3d8 psychic damage, and I always know the target's location until the spell ends, as long as we're on the same plane of existence.
There's her character sheet. And what'd you say the save was?
16.
And she got a 17, so...
Mother of fuck.
The party is clearly done with Xantha's BS.
Every time with her.
As you see, there's still some remnants of the army still around. You hear some massive flapping.
Oh god.
As you see a giant
Jesus.
dragon just kind of swoop off and just kind of immolate the area in fire. And kind of disappears off.
Oh, hey, Durnavir.
As the kind of king just kind of falls to the ground, kind of a little singe from getting a fireball to the face. Great. Now he knows about that ability. Now he can counter it next time. Ugh. Everyone give me a quick perception check.
Perception.
That one.
That's an 11.
What'd you say, Endaris?
That one.
Both Victor and Skull Smasher, you hear the king mumble something under his breath as he kind of falls to the ground after saying about him knowing about that ability, but you can't make out what he says.
We just want to help the Emperor to his feet.
I'll just sit here for a minute, please.
Need
As he
a
kind of
healing
rested on
potion?
his sword.
Would you like a potion of healing, sir?
I'll be fine. I'll heal it off after a good night's sleep. Save your potions for yourself in case some stragglers show up.
I just wanted to mention that how much of a big fan I am, and would be most interested in knowing that crazy meteor ability. It's super awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, this sword, it's tied to that. It's not worth the trouble, boy.
If you ever change your mind, let me know.
By the way, that fireball, even though he got hit with it pretty square on, Didn't look it did that much damage to him. So, I heard you guys were the ones that went and dealt with Arcturus. You did good, I heard.
Yes, that we would be. Yes, we more or less. Thank you for the praise.
Oh, I just wish we could have. I feel like we could have seen this coming sooner and could have done more to prepare for it. So I didn't have to show that trump card to him. Well, at least it should be a while before he tries something again.
You've done
So
well.
he's definitely not dead. Right.
No. No, he's... Have you ever heard of a Lich before?
That's a good question. Would Victor have heard of a Lich before?
Give
That's
me...
history.
An Arcana or Religion would both be okay, I guess, in this situation.
Let's see. Yeah, where's my Lich? Let's do Arcana. 17.
Let's do just to see. 14.
You rolling for this too, Andaris?
No, he's not privy to this conversation. He's that the nat 1 on the previous perception check I took to mean that he is so angry at Xanatha fucking off again that blood is just pouring out of his eyes, ears, nose, and mouth.
Jesus. Every hole possible.
Yes, every hole. Yes. So basically, you know that they're there's some kind of undead pact the wizard makes to give them a sort of eternal life-like thing.
Got magical
High-level
undead.
necromancy stuff that's
Yeah.
considered pretty not good.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
Darius probably does know, but he's too busy seething with rage to butt in about it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, he's an old one. He keeps basically his soul is tied to a object that has to be destroyed before he's truly dead. He'll just keep coming back.
Oh, goody.
He's been killed before this way, that body, but it'll be back.
So, fantastic. We'll probably expect to be doing that some ton of time within our lifetimes. Wonderful.
Well, hopefully not. That's all I can say. Roll for something here, and wow, that's a good time to roll a nat 1, I guess. As he kind of uses the sword to kind of push himself up. Well, looks like everything should be cleaned up here shortly. As the dragon kind of swoops down in here. I mean, he's like this big, but as he kind of swoops down as he kind of morphs into a humanoid form that's got kind of like some gold skin to him. I think I took care of the rest of that army after you took care of the good chunk of it there. Edmund, I know that ability takes its toll on you. How are you feeling? Yeah, it's strenuous. Won't be able to use it again for a while, unfortunately, so hopefully he doesn't try something soon. Hopefully, with any luck, he doesn't know that, so. As he seems really exhausted right now. He's breathing pretty heavily. Ah, unfortunate, but hopefully that does not come to pass. Greetings, gentlemen, as he kind of does a polite bow to you. My name is, Silel. It's an honor to meet you. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting in person yet, as he kind of goes out to shake your hand. I am an old friend of Edmund.
Victor would hold his hand out to shake, and immediately assumes it's gonna get slightly crushed. He braces for that.
It's a good, like, hearty handshake, but nothing. He knows how to hold back and not crush a person's hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dragon.
Yeah. This one is not trying to hide it in any way, shape, or form.
Most dragons we meet are people pretending not to be dragons. This one is a dragon pretending not to be 87 kobolds in a trench coat.
And there's his name if you want it. Well, would we, I can get everyone back to the capital quick if we need to. If we don't mind taking a little, sky ride. I know it's how we got here, Edmund, but it's up to you. As you notice, in his human form, he's, bald, basically whole-skinned, kind of got that gold tone to it. But he does have, like, a Fu Manchu mustache. Kind of matches the way his, face looks like when he's dragon form. As you can see there. It's best we take the, slow road home, deal with stragglers and all that, wouldn't you say, guys?
I mean, if it's the option between a dragon ride home and walking, in case any action appears, Victor will very politely we'll take the dragon ride.
That'd be a nice change of pace.
I am tired of walking for the time being.
As he kind of laughs. I suppose you guys have been the action. Ingvar, you and the rest of the men, I'm sorry, you'll have to hoof it home. Understood, sir. Best to do that. I know I'm pretty sure these gentlemen have already been dealing with far more today than we certainly have, thanks to your intervention. I understand now why you didn't tell us the plan. I suppose we didn't want him knowing that, so they spaced out his army more. Best to get him grouped up as possible. Oh yeah, he goes, I probably should have told you what I was gonna do. That's my bad.
So, good heads up for next time would be appreciated.
Very well. Silo, if you would be so kind, let's head back to the capital. As he kind of morphs back into his gigantic form here. As he kind of puts his wings down. Well, it looks like there's to be like a saddle on his back. As Edmund kind of climbs up and gets on the saddle. And there's some ropes tied to it you can grab on to stay seated to him. Well, come on up, gentlemen. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you.
There's a childish smile. Like, yeah, I don't doubt that.
May as well.
Might as well enjoy the ride.
Besides, since we're flying to capital, I can't wait for everyone there to see see us all return on the back of a freaking dragon.
Yes. Dragon incoming. Oh god, we're doomed. Guy pulls out binoculars. Wait. Mountain Blood's riding it. Oh God, we're doomed.
So everyone give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Nat 20.
Let's see, athletics, I'm good at. That I got an 8. Not one of my best skills.
Christ, feast or famine tonight.
It's okay.
26. 26.
So as you get situated on his back, and the first kind of flap of his wings, he starts going up. You kind of jerk up and just fall off him and kind of slide down his body back onto the ground. As he gets up and starts flying away.
God damn it.
I'm on the back
There's
of
no
a
justice.
dragon.
There's no justice in this world, is there? There's just dust himself off and like rejoins the arm and just grumbling.
Anything you want to do?
Other than call out, come back for me, you shits. I'm assuming they don't come back, so
Let me do a perception cheer. Let me check what his stuff on
Wait.
that is.
I think we lost a couple people.
As you yell on that, he kind of swoops around and lands back down. Weren't ready for that big of a takeoff, were you there, little man? He kind of laughs and chuckles when he lands again.
Or picks you up by the scruff of your neck with his front teeth,
Ah!
like a mama cat. And just carries you that way.
They just cross the stars like.
Fall off again, I'm not coming back for you.
Next time, hold on.
So I guess another check.
Yeah.
Okay, roll 20. I mean it this time. I got my eyes on you. Don't fuck this for me.
Don't jinx it.
And I'll let
Hey,
everyone
it's
else's
better.
ride, so you can all go on a magic dragon ride.
A whole new world.
But no, we're just riding like Falcor. That's for the never-ending story. We're just having the time of our lives. I only wonder. It's like the only thing that makes it more perfect is we pass Eric on the way back.
You still there,
just wave.
Wimpy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to give me a perception check for Eric, quick,
Eric.
with advantage.
Come on, roll 20. Alright, fine. Go. Load up. Come on. Come on, roll 20. Alright, give me a second. I need to refresh. Roll 20. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, you see, as you're kind of running, a giant fuck-off dragon flying towards the capital.
Eric's like, oh, I'm glad I wasn't there.
But you do see
Well-
that it is a gold one.
Eric's just like, okay, so that was probably the, yeah, they're fine. He's gonna continue running.
And I'm gonna tell you, you would have known that there is a gold dragon that did tend to visit the capital every now and then that you're aware of.
He's just like, they're fine.
Mountain Blood just shouts out, "You missed this opportunity."
You don't think I haven't ridden a dragon before?
Oh.
Hold on.
So, yep, basically, he kind of lands just outside of the, a few feet, a couple hundred yards away from the walls of the city, transforms back into his human form. He goes, yeah, would take you to the palace, but, don't want to freak out the citizens and all that.
Oh man, Vader was totally going to was totally going to pull that Thor Ragnarok, how Loki just walks out from the spaceship, if all glorious and wonderful. He was gonna totally pull that, but oh, well, if you must. Thanks for the ride. I am really tired of walking everywhere. I am.
Yeah, it's best we, It's getting pretty late, because I'd say it's about midnight right now. Best get, back to quarters, and you've earned yourself some reprieve. Well, we should head back in. Yeah, you get to escort the Emperor back to the city. Lucky you guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Nope. Not gonna say that. Don't want to jinx it. Don't want to jinx it. Everything's fine. We're not dead to a undead apocalypse. We're good. Yep.
I'd say it's best we don't discuss what happened to that army to the public. Do you understand?
Well, what am I gonna do? Just disagree to a dragon? Of course, I'm not gonna tell anybody.
What army?
As how big it was. Best not to get the people riled up, okay?
Okay. The only people I'm going to tell to are equally bound by service. Okay. You ever been to the Seven Sisters?
Yes, you've seen me there. I buy
Ooh.
flowers from,
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the only people I'm telling. I'm
which
sure,
one that is.
I know. Yeah.
I buy flowers from Alcione all the time. As you
Ooh,
see,
forgot
kind of
already.
a singed one kind of the singed one on his head that barely seems singed. I was still wearing that. Kind of that braided one he bought from her.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure to tell Akione that brought the flower blight good luck. Sure that'll make her day.
I bet it will. As you're kind of walking through the gate as this conversation's going on. As the guards just kind of look confused. What? Why is the Emperor coming into the city? They kind of let him in.
They didn't know he left. Yeah, I'd like to cut up this man's jib.
As you see that Dragonborn kind of running up to greet you. Kind of out of breath. Oh, I see you made it back. Your Highness. Is everything settled? As he kind of looks at the bald golden dragon guy. Oh, so that's what happened. Wish you would have told me you were doing that. As the dragon man kind of laughs. Fly by the seat of your pants as always, aren't you, Edmund? You've been that way since you were a wee lad.
Also, quick question: can we get a little bit more travel moving? I think the spooky music is no longer required.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, you don't know how spooky that ride was.
I mean, it's not Mr. Bones' Wild Ride, so it can't be that spooky.
You notice the Emperor is still in kind of his, that leathery armor that you saw him in outside of the city. Yeah, I should probably, get back. Still, make sure everyone stays inside tonight, because might be stragglers, so keep everyone posted.
Well, no problem.
Give me a
also,
perception check quick,
I
too,
should
guys.
probably mention we might have to check the guard. I didn't mention this back to Ingvar, but I want to make this. I trust you. we might have infiltrators in the army. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'd expect as much from him. We'll have to do a search and try to weed out. There's probably more. In fact, there's gotta be more.
I would be absolutely unsurprised if we did not find more. Anyway, just figure the heads up.
Yeah. Well, We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, let's just revel in our victory and go get something to drink. Tell Atlas it's on me.
Curious helmet. Victor just has the widest grin, the absolute widest grin. As you insist, as you request, Your Majesty.
Lernicus, let's get back to the palace. I need a drink myself. As he kind of starts wandering off with him and Silil. I don't know how to pronounce the name, I just got it from a name generator. I thought it seemed cool for a gold dragon.
Salil.
Sure, whatever.
Looks Welsh to me. They could be anything.
So everyone give me a perception check quick, too.
Here's perception. Big fat 7.
23.
And Darius, you notice the horse the dwarf man kind of rode off on, kind of riled up at like the entrance, like the inside entrance, just munching on some hay.
Goes over and pats the horse's neck.
At this point, since Andaris kind of went to that horse, you saw him go over there. You can see it too now. One of the guards at the post saying, "Yeah, some dwarf came into town not too long ago, saying someone told him to get back here for safety reasons. I think he went to his son's house. I think he's one of the big shots in one of the other armies or the other brigades."
Understood. Have to stop by and check on him. At
What was
least
that?
somebody got home safe.
So, what do you guys wish to do then?
He's just gonna stand there for a minute and get some horse therapy.
Victor's going back to the Seven Sisters to order the most expensive drink in the house.
Here, I second that action.
Yeah, he will catch up in a few.
So, you get there. It's pretty empty. There's no one in there right now because I guess because the town's on high alert. There's no one really out and about. Just Atlas, only person in there. Oh, wonder when you guys would show up tonight. Heard some fiascos going on everywhere.
It has been an evening.
Well, glad you made it back okay. Need anything tonight?
Victor comes over, puts his hands on the elbows of the keeps it. My good sir, I need the strongest liquor you have in the house. The strongest, the best. I don't care. It's on the Emperor's tab.
Been a wild, wild day.
Don't
Well,
drink the dragon's breath.
as he kind of digs, like opens a cabinet that kind of has to do a little combination to get into. Pulls out like a really old looking bottle of something. Well, Emperor's paying. Pops it off there. So tell me how your day was. As he pours a drink for you. And that's where we're going to end the session for the night.
Victor would actually